What's going on, boys? It's Pyro, and you know we back with another banger video. Today, I got another story video for y'all over this gameplay I got. It was actually my first time playing Octane on. It was my first time playing Octane on PC. I haven't played them in months. I don't think I played them since the beginning of season, like halfway through season 4. I'm not gonna say the beginning, probably like halfway through season 4. And somebody chose Mirage, and I wasn't paying attention, so I ended up playing Octane, and I ended up dropping 21 kills with him. And it was my first game on, so like I wasn't playing the best, but I still managed to do it. So fuck it. So yeah, I got this gameplay for y'all right here. But let's get into the story. So if you can't tell by the title, this is a story about one time when I was about 17, and the cops put their guns at me. Like I was just walking. Basically, I'm gonna get into the story. I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. So I remember vividly too. It was 2016. It was February. I was 2 months away from being 18, right? And I was having issues at home with my mom and dad, so I wasn't living there. I was living basically in between houses with my friends and shit. So my cousin that I used to stay with, me and my friend used to stay with my cousin, and we used to have to wake up early in the morning and walk across town because he was going to school still. He wasn't going to school. If y'all didn't know, I dropped out and got my GED. That school shit, sitting in the classroom all shit day and shit, that shit wasn't for me. That shit was boring. I passed classes that I liked, like math and shit like that. You feel me? But I ended up first I ended up going to online school, and then it was a whole bunch of shit. They weren't trying to give me my diploma because of some books and shit I owed. I said fuck that shit. I just basically dropped out and got my GED. But I'm in college now, so I mean, GED not that bad, right? But anyway, so we used to have to wake up real early in the morning, probably about 6-7 o'clock, and walk across town to my other partner's house because we couldn't spend the night there, but we could go there in the mornings. And we're walking, and my brother like, hey, I got this job for us to do. This lady that I usually go over to and cut her grass and stuff, she wants us to come over later on, and she wants us to move some stuff and cut her lawn and stuff like that. She gonna give us some money. I'm like, cool. So we walk across town to my other partner's house. We chill there for a couple hours, probably there till about 1 or 2 o'clock. We leave his house. We was there just chilling, smoking, normal shit. We leave his house. We walk down the street to our other partner's house to grab some weed, and my partner ended up grabbing some pills. And also, he was grabbing, now this is an important part of the story for later on. Also, he was grabbing a little Magnum that he had left over there. So it was like a little Magnum handgun. It's no big deal to me. I mean, whatever. So we go to the motherfucking lady house, and we knock on her door. It's probably like 2:30. She told us to be there about 2:45. About 2:30, 2:35. We get there a little early. We're knocking on the door and stuff. She's not there. My brother knows her. Like knows her. So he's looking in the window and stuff. I'm like, oh, she's not here. We're just gonna wait for her. So we waiting for a little bit. It get to about 3 o'clock. She still never pulls up. So I'm like, damn, bro, I'm fucking hungry. I'm about to go walk down the street to the store and get us some motherfucking snacks and some drinks since we about to be working and shit. He like, cool. So I got a little bit of money. I get some money from him. I start walking towards the 7-Eleven. I'm walking to the 7-Eleven. I got a backpack on too, by the way. Walk to the 7-Eleven. Get there, get my snacks, get my drinks, pay for my shit. Boom, I'm out of there. Right, I'm walking back. It's only about a 5, 6, 7 minute walk. So I'm telling you, within 5 or 7 minutes, this happened, right? So I'm walking back, and like it's kind of like a hill, kind of like a little hump in the road. So I couldn't see them exactly, but I could see the top of their lights, and I could hear people. And I was like, what the fuck is going on over here? So I'm getting over the hump, and I see about 5, 6, 7 police cars all stopped in front of the house that we were supposed to be doing work at, and telling my brother to put his hands up and shit, right? So I'm looking over. I start walking towards it to like see what's going on, because I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And 2 more cop cars pull up behind me, and they jump out and they pull their guns out on me, and they like, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground. And it wasn't just me standing there. It was like 3 or 4 other people standing around me. So I look around and I look at the people, and they start like kind of backing up, and I look and I'm like, me? Like, you talking to me? They're like, yeah, get on the ground now. So I just, all right, cop, you feel me? Chill out. Calm down, y'all doing too much. I get on the ground and shit. They handcuff me. I literally have no clue what's going on at this point. Right? They handcuff me, throw me in the back of the cop car. We sitting there for a minute. And at first, me and him are sitting next to each other. And I asked him, I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? What the fuck happened? And he was like, man, a lady from the motherfucker across the street, the old white lady from across the street, called the police on us talking about we was stalking around the house. And we was trying to break into the house. And so when I seen him, I threw the pills in the trash, but my dumb ass forgot I had the gun on me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. So when they pulled up, and I already had dished the pills because I had seen him drive past once. I had seen one cop car drive past, then he came, drive past again and stopped. And then the rest of them came. And when I told them I had a gun on me, bro, they just went crazy. They started tripping. I'm like, for real, bro? And so they ended up taking us to separate cop cars, asking us what we was doing over here, why my bro had a gun and all this shit. I told them the truth. I said, we were just here to do some yard work. The lady that lived here told us to come by around this time, so we came by. I don't know what even the lady across the street got to do with this, why she even thinks she has the need to call the police when she don't even know what's going on, you feel me? The police officer listened to me, and this seemed like a cool one. He was nodding. He was like, all right, okay. But they still take us in, right? Mostly, I think, because my bro had the gun. So they take us to the police station. We're sitting in the police station, and I kid you not, bro, this big, fat, white cop with a fat mustache, like a big old, like motherfucking, like, Clint Eastwood mustache or some shit, right? Comes in the room and starts talking to me, and so basically start asking me what happened again, and I tell him, you know, we was over there to do some yard work. The lady across the street have nothing to do with that. I don't know why she even called y'all, because she don't even know the situation or why we was over there for, right? And he was like, well, you might as well tell me the real truth now, because your bro already dismissed you over there. And I just, what? Now, this is somebody that, he's not my blood brother, but I call him my brother because I've grown up with him from grade school. Like, I didn't, like, we've been, me and him and his brother, and he's a twin, by the way, so me, him, and his twin brother was always solid since elementary school, you feel me? So I knew that wasn't the truth. So I just, you sound crazy. And I turned around, and I don't know, for those of you who ever been in a holding cell before at the police station, it's like a big empty stone room kinda, and they got this hard ass bench coming out the wall, and that's all that's in there. And I'm sitting on the bench, and I kid you not, I laid down on the bench, I turned around and I closed my eyes, and I dead ass went to sleep. Like, I don't know exactly like how or why or how I fell asleep that fast, but I really turned around on him, closed my eyes, and went to sleep. And he was so mad, bro. Like, he was mad as fuck, cause I knew my brother didn't snitch on me. And so they ended up was like, well, since you 17, if you don't call your parents, we're gonna have to send you to juvenile hall. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? And like I said at the beginning of the story, I wasn't really, me and my dad was getting into it, so I wasn't even living at home. So I did not want to call them. I didn't want to call my dad at least. So I ended up having to call my dad or whatever, because I wasn't trying to go to no juvenile hall for some shit I didn't do. Right? So I ended up calling my dad. My dad come pick me up. My brother ended up getting a little gun charge, but ended up getting dismissed in court because the lady that we originally went to do the yard work and stuff came and testified that that was the truth and that we were supposed to be there. So it kind of unjustified the whole interaction in the first place, I guess. But yeah, so I mean, I guess it was a happy ending. That's pretty much the end of the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story. I got a couple of more stories, some real good ones too. One particular story that happened recently, like the last week or two ago, I actually got some footage too. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you smash that like button, leave some feedback in the comments, so let me know how you like the video, and subscribe so I know that y'all seeing my shit. You feel me? I'm gonna tap in with y'all later. Yes, sir.